Hey, what is going on, guys? Today, I'm going to be talking about the Red Dead Redemption 2. Not necessarily leaked gameplay, but this all comes from IGN. A couple of guys over there got to play the game, and I watched their interview or whatever after the game, and this is what I pulled out of it. So let's get into it. So basically, right off the bat, getting into it, two guys at IGN got to play a couple missions from Red Dead Redemption 2. They weren't like the first missions or the last missions. They were just somewhere scrambled throughout the game. They weren't three missions in a row or something like that. It was just scrambled. In that, though, the guys at IGN picked up a lot of important stuff about the game, and I'm going to pull what I shared and try to tell it to you guys. So, starting off, they played a mission, and what they talked about is the mountains and the scope of the game, how big it was, how it's the biggest Rockstar game produced to date, how the buffering range, you can see the mountains for miles and miles and miles. So I put a picture on screen. You guys can see exactly what they're talking about and how that is all travelable. It's not like it's hidden area and like in Grand Theft Auto, um, it's like that. You can go everywhere. You can touch anywhere on the map you want to. So that's that picture. The next one they talked about was the gunfights and the aspects of that. So similar to old Western movies and stuff like that, you can aim your gun before you pull it out of your holster, and you can put your hand on your gun before you pull it out, and it gives you a little precursor aim. It's where if you're going to do a quick draw and then shoot, you can take care of that. So that's a really cool aspect they're adding in. I have a picture on screen of the main character shooting, and I just thought it was cool that you can be on your horse and you put your hand on your gun and aim without squeezing the trigger and just getting ready to do whatever you want to do. Alongside that, you can bump into civilians like in Grand Theft Auto 5, and they talk to you and kind of just say stuff. You don't say anything back. In single player, you sometimes do. Well, in Red Dead Redemption, you can engage in conversations. You can actually talk to them, and interestingly enough, you can go up to a mirror and talk to yourself through the mirror, like you're talking to somebody else. So I thought that was very cool. Um, Next, what I wanted to talk about was the jail system. This bleeds into like the guns and aiming and stuff like that. You can get arrested, not like in Grand Theft Auto 5 where it just says busted and you pay to get out. Like the authorities, whoever they are, will take you and put you in a jail cell, and from there, there's a percent chance that your group of people or whatever will come bust you out, or there's a chance that you'll get out on your own, or I don't know if you're gonna have to pay. But I thought that was interesting that you will go and sit in a jail cell, um, which is quite different than any other Rockstar game to this date. Also, alongside that, there are groups. You travel in a group, and you get to choose if you want to do that or not. You get to choose if you want to hunt and bring back resources for your group, or if you just want to abandon them. If you make your bond between you and your group stronger, then you will. It'll help you some way throughout the game that we don't quite know yet. So, say like they'll bust you out of jail. There's a higher percent chance they'll do that if you treat them better and take care of them better. It's kind of like family. You know, it doesn't look like it's just a group of men. It looks like it's everyone, children and females too. So hunting. I have a picture for hunting on screen. That's gonna be a big part. You can hunt. You can kill your animal and throw it over your shoulders, or put it on a wagon or whatever. Take it back to base or your camp and skin it and cook it there. Or you can go build a little mini base shelter thing out in the wilderness. Build a campfire, skin it, and cook it there. Now, the animal parts are useful, not just the meat. Also, in this interview in the missions, they were talking about how the fur, you know, you make clothing obviously out of that. You can something out of the bones. You can make something useful out of the bones they were talking about. I'm not for sure, but they also mentioned that bullets are extremely limited in this game. It's not like Grand Theft Auto. You're just gonna have like 900 rounds of something. It's gonna be very limited, which also leads to your shots are limited. When you shoot a gun, they said it's very visible, way more visible than like Grand Theft Auto 5. If you shoot them in the arm, they might fall down, but they'll get back up, and they're not dying. And if you shoot them in like the stomach, heart, or head, neck, something like that, it'll take them down in one shot, which is really important because you don't have a lot of ammo. Which is really cool because no other game really focuses that hard on taking good shots. You know what I mean? So that's really really cool to hear about that. Just a lot of good feedback from Rockstar listening to the community on this one. Another mission they played was a train heist. The train was mid progress. I put a clip on the screen. It played during the official trailer that Rockstar released, but they got to play this mission. It was kind of a last ditch effort, and the main character and 5 others, so 6 guys, rode off on their horses out of town and go decide to rob a train, which was very, very cool. And they go, and it doesn't quite go as planned, and some shit happens because not all your guys are really good at everything. You have to instruct them and all kinds of stuff. So uh, that was very, very cool to see too. Lastly, is just the horses. You're gonna have horses. Nothing big about that. That's kind of cool though. But you get to carry stuff on your horse. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some more information and got you guys a little bit more excited for Red Dead Redemption 2 because I am very, very excited. I'm going to be doing a playthrough of it. So, if you like this video, please leave a like and let me know what you think down in the comments.